大家好，我是海叔啊。今天我正在看本地新闻，大家也知道呢，我呢喜欢看本地新闻，以此来提高自己英语水平。那么也有很多朋友呢，加入我的英语训练营，跟我一起呢，通过读本地新闻来练英语。如果你感兴趣的话呢，可以加入微信 Canada9969。不过今天呢，重点不在这里，今天重点呢，海叔是准备了3段视频，给大家呢一起来看一下，以此呢来了解这个伊隆马斯克作为世界首富，为什么砸了？据他自己说是25亿美金，对吧？要参与政治啊，原因在哪里呢？答案就在接下来的3段视频中。那么我先简单的介绍一下背景，就今天啊，美国总统特朗普在白宫接见了来自于南非的总统啊。那么南非总统突然赶到美国，什么原因呢？因为美国在前不久接受了一批来自于南非的白人农场主作为难民，接收了他们。而且速度非常快，因为特朗普上台之后总共也没多长时间嘛，那么大概前后也就是几十天啊，这批人就从申请到入境，我印象中好像也就是1个多月吧啊，这个事情就完成了。那么在上一任的这个特朗普任期中间，他当时也警告过南非，说南非如果你出台这个征收白人农场主土地的法案的话，那我就制裁你。结果呢，经过了这个拜登这个总统期间，南非政府呢真的实行了，然后现在到了特朗普第2任任期，他怎么样？他对不起，对南非进行了制裁，并且呢接受了南非的白人农场主作为难民。好，这就是大的背景以及这个南非总统这次来美国的原因。那么对于这个事件的报道呢，大家可以在网上搜一下啊。我搜到的关于这个世界各国的英文媒体的报道，都是用的是什么？这个特朗普 ambush 就是伏击了，设了个埋伏，伏击了这个南非总统。那为什么这么说呢？接下来大家自己看。然后呢，我今天给大家准备了3段影片，因为你只把这3段影片连在一起看，你才能理解特朗普的行为以及这个伊隆马斯克为什么要参与政治。作为一个在南非长大的，长到18岁才离开南非的这么一个白人，对吧？他为什么会如此有激情的要投入到政治中间去，与一个在经济政治上跟他根本就没有共同语言的总统进行合作，以及他为什么那么喜欢生孩子啊？大家可以看一看也希望大家呢能够弹幕能够留言说说你的看法。
Niente da fare. Non vogliono darci il permesso di scendere. Decidiamo di provarci lo stesso su una vecchia pista più a nord. Un aereo gemello noleggiato da 3 giornalisti tedeschi ci precede. Abbiamo volato in coppia fin qui dal Tanganica. Né noi né loro vogliamo tornare indietro senza aver fatto prima tutto il possibile per documentare il più grande genocidio della storia africana, dove sembra che nella notte di ieri siano stati uccisi 5.000 arabi. Okello ha distribuito 850 fucili misteriosamente arrivati sull'isola e che gli africani non sanno ancora usare. La caccia all'arabo è aperta. La propaganda ha informato le nuove generazioni che gli arabi sono una maledetta razza di negrieri che vendono gli africani ai mercanti di schiavi della costa. Naturalmente ha omesso di aggiungere che tutto questo accadeva 10 secoli fa. Queste immagini sono l'unico documento esistente di ciò che è avvenuto a Zanzibar tra il 18 e il 20 gennaio 1964. Interi villaggi distrutti, camion carichi di cadaveri. Sono immagini scomode e imbarazzanti per tutti. Per chi oggi in Africa, spargendo false promesse, fomenta un nuovo razzismo africano. E per chi, abbandonando in fretta e furia l'Africa a se stessa, nel falso pudore del colonialismo antico, ne autorizza uno nuovo che dilaga nella miseria e nel sangue. Guardiamole queste immagini. Guardiamole pure con pietà, ma soprattutto guardiamole con vergogna. Centinaia di arabi immobili nell'attesa della morte, avvolti nelle loro fute bianche, e già più simili a fantasmi che a uomini. Cimiteri musulmani trasformati in campi di imminente sterminio. Donne e bambini tremanti sotto la minaccia dei fucili. Immense fosse comuni già piene a metà di cadaveri.
The first group of white South Africans granted refugee status by the Trump administration arrived in the U.S. Monday. The group included 49 Afrikaners, which is an ethnic group in South Africa made up of descendants of European colonists. Their arrival comes as the Trump administration has moved to ban the majority of new refugee claims from other countries. President Trump addressed his decision to grant their refugee claim earlier Monday.
Farmers are being killed. They happen to be white. But whether they're white or black makes no difference to me. But white farmers are being brutally killed, and their land is being confiscated in South Africa. And the newspapers and the media, television media, doesn't even talk about it.
Sure, I know the answer. It will be.
Our president will respond to you.
Yeah, let me,
Thank you, Mr. President.
it will take President Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends, like those who are here. When we have talks between us on around a quiet table, it will take President Trump to listen to them. I'm not going to be repeating what I've been saying. I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here, including my Minister of Agriculture. He would not be with me. So it'll take him, President Trump, listening to their stories, to their perspective. That is the answer to your question.
But, Mr. President, I must say that we have, wait. We have thousands of stories talking about it.
Sure.
And we have documentaries, we have news stories, and that. Is Natalie here, somebody here to turn that? I could show you a couple of things, and it has to be responded to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see the articles, please, if you would, and turn the lights down. Turn the lights down, and just put this on. It's right behind you, Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. Yes. South African occupy land. That's who we are. Honorable member, can withdraw my membership from this useless parliament? Honorable. Yes, honorable member. Must never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing, because the killing is part of a revolutionary act. Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa.
So these people, when you want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because you have touched a white man. Not because Mashaba and Suli will not be touched. They will be touched, don't worry. But we are starting with this whiteness. We are cutting the throat of whiteness.
Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa. Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa.
Central was not called for the killing of white people, at least for now. I can't guarantee the future.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd understand somebody watching that, especially as it gets shared on Twitter. They freak out. It sounds like a genocidal
So
Sizubatula, azobalega dula. Sizubatula, azobalega dula. Who will expropriate land without compensation, whether they like it or not. If they object, they can seek refugee in America.
Now this is very bad. These are burial sites right here. Burial sites. Over 1,000 of white farmers, and those cars are lined up to pay love on a Sunday morning. Each one of those white things you see is a cross, and there's approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. And those cars aren't driving, they're stopped there to pay respects to their family member who was killed. And it's a terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it. Both sides of the road you have crosses. Those people were all killed.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President? No, I'd like to know where that is, because this I've never seen. I don't. Okay.
I mean, it's in South Africa.
We need to find out.
Mr. President, the Pentagon announced that it would be accepting a Qatari jet to be used as Air Force One. Perhaps
What are you talking about?
Can we have a South African question, please? Mr. President,
the Pentagon's vote first.
What does this have to do with the Qatari jet? They're giving the United States Air Force a jet, okay? And it's a great thing. We're talking about a lot of other things. It's NBC trying to get off the subject of what you just saw. You are a real, you're a terrible reporter. Number one, you don't have what it takes to be a reporter. You're not smart enough. But for you to go into a subject about a jet that was given to the United States Air Force, which is a very nice thing, they also gave $5.1 trillion worth of investment in addition to the jet. Go back, you ought to go back to your studio at NBC, because Brian Roberts and the people that run that place, they ought to be investigated. They are so terrible the way you run that network, and you're a disgrace. No more questions from me. Go ahead. Go ahead, talk about that.
please may we have a South African
His name
question,
is Peter
Mr. President
something. He's a
Trump?
terrible
If they're
reporter.
committing genocide, why invite them to the White House? I'll be quiet.
Quiet.
Sure, that's my question now.
Let's go.
Thank you so much, President Trump. Annika Larson from ENCA in South Africa. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you very
hosting
much.
us. What would you like President Ramaphosa to do about the situation
I don't
we've just
know.
seen on the screen?
I don't know. Look, these are articles over the last few days. Death of people. Death. 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 Horrible death. Death. I don't know.
But you know that there are
Pick
black
anyone.
people who are
White
dying
South
the most.
Africans are fleeing because of the violence and racist laws. And this is all. I mean, I'll give these to you. So when you say, what would I like to do? I don't know what to do. Look at this. White South African couple say that they were attacked violently.
President Trump, when will you go and see for yourself if it is?
Well, I could do that. Look, here's burial sites all over the place.
President Trump-
These are all white farmers that are being buried.
President Trump-
And he asks about a jet that was given.
My first question
You
is
ought to
about
be ashamed.
Afrikaans.
We're not interested in the
You know,
jet.
you are so bad. You're such a bad reporter.
If they're committing genocide, why invite them? Sir, if they are committing genocide, why invite the South Africans to the White House?
May I finish, please, President Trump? Mr. President
This
Trump,
is
may I-
one after another. This family was wiped out. I'm just looking.
Can we get a response from President Trump? Give us your reaction to those videos, Mr. President.
President Trump, could you?
Well, I
could you
think
address
I think
black
the
people
videos are
dying
so.
more than white people?
No. When you look at the videos, I mean, how does it get worse? And these are people that are officials, and they're saying that kill the white farmer and take their land. That's what it is. And I have other friends in South Africa. I have people that left. One in particular that says you can't go there. He said they want to take your land. They take your land and they kill you. It's okay, and they say it's okay to do. Now we're going to talk about it, but this is a tremendous look. This is a story recent. These are all people that recently got killed. Yeah. And I don't know how it can get any worse. These are and you know, the men that you saw, the people that you saw in that movie, those are officials. Those are people that were in office. They had one march. They had a dance in your parliament, whatever you may call it, legislature.
Let me clarify that.
Yeah.
Let me clarify that, because what you saw, the speeches that were being made, one, that is not government policy. We have a multi-party democracy in South Africa that allows people to express themselves, political parties to adhere to various policies, and in many cases, or in some cases, those policies do not go along with government policy. Our government policy is completely against what he was saying, even in the parliament. And they're a small minority party, which is allowed to exist in terms of our constitution.
But you do allow them to take land.
No.
You do allow them to take land.
Nobody can take land.
And then when they take the land, they kill the white farmer. And when they kill the white farmer, nothing happens to them.
No, there is
nothing happens to them.
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately, through criminal activity, are not only white people. Majority of them are black people. And we have now
The farmers are black. The farmers are not black. I don't say that's good or bad, but the farmers are not black. And the people that are being killed in large numbers, and you saw all those grave sites, and those are people that loved ones going, I guess on a Sunday morning, they told me, to pay respect to their loved ones that were killed. Their heads chopped off. They died violently. And, you know, I mean, we're here to talk about it, and I didn't know we'd get involved here. But I will say this, that if the news wasn't fake, like NBC, which is fake news, totally, one of the worst, ABC, NBC, CBS, horrible. But if they weren't fake news like this jerk that we have here, if we had real reporters, they'd be covering it. But the fake news in this country doesn't talk about that. They don't want to talk about it, but now they have to talk about it. But they won't. This won't even be a subject. They'll have him talking about